Good.
That's
You guys good with the cameras? All right, we'll start with an opening statement and just jump right into questions. So, Coach McCaslin.
Yeah, give TCU and Coach Dixon a lot of credit for the way they physically got after us today. 15 offensive rebounds, and they got to the free throw line 22 times to our 8, and that's not going to get it done when you're playing on the road. And I thought our team, I thought we were playing hard. Two things. One, I got to do a better job subbing, played too many guys, too many minutes. Felt like those guys had the understanding of what it took to win this game. But we ran out of gas and weren't able to finish it. We took the lead in the second half with about 7 minutes to go and felt like we'd put our stamp on what we wanted to do and how we wanted to do it, but just didn't have the grit that it takes to win on the road. And I thought TCU got a lot of rebounds and 50-50 balls at the end of this one, and that's how you lose on the road.
Question. Coach, your team's had one of the highest scoring, most efficient offenses in the country, especially over the last month or so. Was it physicality, was it scheme from TCU defensively tonight that made things difficult?
Well, in the first half specifically, because if you look at the second half, it scored 38 points. I mean, and only getting to the free throw line 8 times, that's a pretty good little run in the second half. Probably was more what we needed to do. In the first half, I did think we got a few open threes. I mean, Walton had a couple of good looks. Kevin Overton had a couple of good looks. And, you make 2 of those, and you're looking at a little bit different game. I thought where really the big part of it was just that stretch from 6 minutes to the end of the game. We looked like we ran out of gas, and we settled for some perimeter shots that weren't good. We turned the ball over in some key moments and then didn't come up with offensive rebounds. I don't know what we finished the game with, but we didn't score very much down the stretch. And Chance McMillan has been giving us such a good lift, and he kind of carried us in that first half, and then Darian Williams settled in and really gave us a lift, and their double team took KO out of the game. And then from there, it's like, where do you get baskets? And those guys have been delivering for us, and tonight was one of those miss or make games where we didn't, but really the disappointing part was not the offense. I felt like that was probably what it needed to be. If we could just defensive rebound, then we could play in transition. That's where we've been lethal.
What they do with Toppin to kind of neutralize him a little bit?
Yeah, well, they just double-teamed him all game long. I thought and got the ball out of his hands. That's what I was saying. Like, you just swing the basketball to a few guys and you make those, and it makes it, where you can't do that very often. And we've been successful with that. But, yeah, they were physical and pushing his touches out. He was way more assertive the second half. Getting in foul trouble and getting 2 fouls early in the game hurt him, I thought. And he's been playing through some of that. And we tried to throw him back in there, actually, and not let it affect him. We played him with those extra fouls in the first half just to give him some confidence. And then we stuck with him when he got that third quick in the second half and rolled with him a little bit. But really just the double team, and we didn't take advantage of passing out of it.
That late sequence right before Reynolds got that jumper with about 5.5 seconds to go. Were you hoping you get a foul earlier than that, or were you just trying to play it out and see what could happen?
Well, originally we wanted to try to trap it and get an advantage, but they took a couple shots. It wasn't like we just couldn't. We didn't rebound it. Robinson took a layup, contested one, and then Uday got a rebound. So then put us in a bind. We wanted to foul him right away, and I thought we did a good job actually hacking down on him, and then he passed it out. Then at that point, we just wanted to settle in and get a stop. And, you're 50-50 on that. Anytime you get that late in the clock, you want to make sure you're fouling the right guy, and thought we played it out and did a decent job, and then he made a great shot.
Team that other teams are storming the court for, can a loss like this, coming at this time, kind of help jumpstart you? How do you move forward from this?
Yeah, I talked to our team about just I think the way we started the game offensively was scoring 12 points pretty quickly and scoring in transition. It felt like, hey, we're going to score, and we lost some fight. We lost the physicality that it takes to be what we needed to be in this one, and we started playing I mean, it wasn't like we weren't playing hard, but we weren't scrapping. So to me, I think it'll be a fine tuner. I told him in the locker room, like, just all things considered. Okay, let's just talk about what do we do with this. That will determine our season, honestly, and I believe it with all my heart. Like, do we embrace this and say, okay, we can go into these games because we've been pretty good offensively and go, hey, we'll just score some baskets. No, I just want them to recognize the edge, and I think they had 5 offensive rebounds at the first media, and that was the game to me. And then we talked about it at halftime, and we actually went on a run. We were the ones getting offensive rebounds till like the 7-minute mark, and then it flipped back in their favor. And I thought a lot of that had to do with their ability to keep subbing. And, you know, they had 2 guys at 30, 32, 31, 31, and we had 3 guys at 37, 36, 37. That's on me. I just got to keep us subbing. And I thought I'd use our timeouts to rest us, but it wasn't good enough.
All right. You got one more?
You played TCU twice now this year. They're a younger team in the league. Have you, from the first time you played them to tonight, what did you see that was maybe different about TCU?
One, I just thought the first time we played them, collectively their effort defensively has gotten significantly more consistent in regards to like their closeouts and getting to the next action and closing out. I mean, we were able to get a little closer to the basket the last time, and then I thought we were able to leverage them quicker, and this time I thought their rotations were really good, and then I did think that they kept the pressure on us by moving the ball and not settling. I mean, they made some hard shots from like contested shots, and they got to the free throw line, but what allowed them to get to the free throw line is I thought they exhibited more patience on offense and just kept putting pressure on us, and ultimately we got deeper into the possession. There wasn't a lot of possessions in this game because they were running the clock and waiting until they could get fouled or get closer to the basket. So, you know, they've definitely improved, and that's always what Coach Dixon can do. I mean, he knows how to get a team ready to win a game, and I thought he had them ready to win this one tonight.